us as a staff to be able to utilize her natural God-given talent, her ability to just score the basketball, and trying to put her in positions to do that in a lot easier way.
I feel more settled. I feel like I have a different perspective. I feel very comfortable in who I am as a coach.
I don't understand what Coach White is doing with Caitlin Clark. That's what former WNBA players are saying after watching the Fever's preseason games. Clark is being used completely differently than she was at Iowa, and it's not working. You're about to see the exact plays that prove Clark is being misused in this new system. The same coach who's supposed to be building around Clark has her playing off ball, standing in the corner while veteran guards control the offense. Why is White making these decisions, and what will it mean for Clark's rookie season? What's crazy, do you? The same error that the previous coach made with this team is being made by Coach White. She is making Caitlin Clark play in a system that is completely out of step with her abilities. It's annoying to see such a remarkable skill wasted like this, and we're witnessing history repeat itself. When I watch these preseason games, let me explain what I'm truly witnessing.
Same result for Maya Caldwell. That's Caitlin Clark, top of the key, and drains her first triple of the day.
There's no reason to overdo anything right now. It's been the beginning of the season. Still don't play here for another week, but the last 2 days have been really, really good for myself.
While her teammates aimlessly dribble, Clark is playing off ball, literally standing in the corner. No plan or flow makes sense for her abilities. Seeing a Ferrari being used to transport groceries is like that. She is being forced to wait in the corner for passes that hardly ever arrive because the Fever have this generational skill. Here, the data speak for themselves. Compared to her time at Iowa, Clark's turnovers have significantly increased. Does she help? Way down. The player that dominated college basketball is very different from the one we saw in preseason.
How do we put one another in positions to be successful? What actions benefit your teammates the best? And then learning how to play, making mistakes and self-correcting when we are making those mistakes.
Coming here is far bigger than herself, but that's always what you kind of want from your leader, somebody that's going to be selfless. But at the same time, we want to win for her too. She deserves it. So going to try to get her another ring.
She averaged over 8 assists per game while she was at Iowa. In these games of the preseason, she seldom receives a 4. That's only half of her potential. Her turnover rate has increased from 2 to 3 every game to occasionally 6 or 7. Caitlin Clark is not like that. I've been watching all of these preseason games, and it's painful to see how hesitant she is. There is no longer the self-assured player who would pull up from the logo without hesitation. You can sense the frustration on her face as she is now second-guessing passes and appears uncertain about when to shoot. She isn't playing with the same enthusiasm and openness that brought her fame. Coach White's favorite motion offense necessitates continuous movement and passing. In theory, that sounds fantastic, but it keeps Clark from doing what she does best, which is to create opportunities and set up plays. She can't manage the offense the way she did at Iowa.
Expects us to compete for a championship in May. Well, that's not realistic. We've got to make sure that we're taking our daily steps and we're getting better and we're stacking days and we put the best team and the best combinations on the floor that we can.
They don't know what they don't know. They haven't really been through it, and getting experience on the floor is one thing, but helping them navigate all of the nuance that comes with being who they are.
Rather, she is merely a component of a system that fails to recognize her special talents. It's like ordering LeBron James to wait for the ball while standing in the corner. Do you recall her performance at Iowa? The ball was always in her hands. The choices were hers. She had complete influence over the game's progression. The magic occurred at that moment. At that point, everyone was astounded by the amazing no-look passes and deep three-pointers that were displayed. She was the catalyst for all of this. She is merely a passenger now. Communication between Clark and the Fever veterans, such as Kelsey Mitchell and Nalisa Smith, is severely hindered by the present system.
All the little nuance that comes along with trying to get into our action or trying to be in a defensive coverage. So it's really important, and these guys have lived it, and so they're going to be great resources.
They are completely out of sync, as you can see on the court. Mitchell is looking elsewhere, but Clark will make a cut in anticipation of the ball. Clark is heading in a different path, but Smith will set a screen. This intricate, fluid offense isn't helping the lack of camaraderie between these players. In press conferences, Coach White frequently claims to be leveraging Clark's strengths, yet the game footage demonstrates the complete reverse. Everything that makes Clark unique is being neutralized by her. Seeing someone attempt to fit a square peg into a round hole is like that. They cause more harm the harder they push. The coach ignores the clear talent in front of her because she is so preoccupied with her system. The remedy is so easy that it hurts. Let Clark lead the offense as she did at Iowa, where she broke all those scoring records.
I want to win for them. Like, seeing how selfless they are and, them choosing to come here and choosing to be a part of the Fever, they didn't have to do that. So I certainly want to win for them, and they deserve it.
Playing, with probably the most talented team she's ever been a part of. And so I'm just really thankful that she's still in a Fever jersey.
But Coach White doesn't see the point. Instead of building your system around her skills, build it around hers. Give the ball to her. Don't interfere with her creative passes. When she senses it, let her pull up from deep. Fans want to watch that player. Last season, Christy Sides experienced precisely this. Another coach is overanalyzing rather than utilizing their players' innate abilities. Sides' debut season was completely forgettable since she was pushed into a system that didn't highlight her skills. We are currently witnessing the same error with a player who is even more gifted. Before the regular season begins, this can still be fixed. To understand what made Clark so unique, White should re-watch her Iowa games. She should make the offense simpler and give Clark greater control of the ball. Allow her to produce.
The expectation is the same, and it's clear. We want success for this franchise. We want success for one another. We lean on one another.
Physically grueling, it's mentally taxing, let alone what Caitlin's had to deal with. I think it was great for her to get a break. I think it was great for her body, her mind, her soul probably. And then it was great for her to get in the weight room.
Allow her to be the playmaker she is by nature. Give up attempting to put her in a box that wasn't designed for her. Clark is a unique asset to the Fever, but the way things are going now is utterly squandering her potential. Caitlin Clark's freshman season could be a waste if Coach White sticks to this approach. The most gifted player to join the league in years, this isn't just another rookie.
Her leg was not feeling right. Now, shortly after, the very next day, we seen Caitlin Clark take over the arena at Carver.
Related to the other injury, but practice guy better watch out. She just loves sprinting. Like, there is no way she plays in that Atlanta Dream game.
Limited in practice, so we're still very cautious in working our way back and really letting her body kind of tell her how much to do. And
there's just wrap her in bubble wrap. Like, I understand bang knees hurt. They're not, it's not an injury.
Even before she plays a real game, she's setting sales records for jerseys. That's the answer. White needs to call Lisa Bluter on the phone. Call up Lisa Bluter because I'm telling you right now, if it's anything else, Stephanie White, you're on the clock. Build on Clark's innate skills and examine what worked at Iowa. I'll be keeping an eye on every game and making sure Coach White is held responsible. The true Caitlin Clark, not this condensed version, is what fans deserve to see.